No phone, no more questioning, no more meddling. Let us in and goodbye. I got a one-way ticket and there's no destination in mind. Don't ask me, don't need to know. Just moving along, better walk. I had a choice and pushed it aside. I had a choice, then I made it mine. Just in my closet, it's been a long while since we did a soiree. Alright, oh boy, you had me so long, so long. And that's not what's in this so long, so long. Got me feeling better, I'm off the clock. Who got the juice? Don't know, who knows. After this, I might not be solo, solo, solo.
I've been underground, I've been in the lair, but head's been in the clouds. Oh, I need some air. Order me another round. We gon' need this area clear. Toast to the ones that want it. Toast to the right and wrongs. I am the guy that they wrote off. They was afraid of my solo. I gave them 40 right in for quarter. They labeled me, call me a show off. And I don't know what I did to them. Sound like a solo problem. All I'ma say about it, where the hell my cup? Now it's gone. No, my name was on it.
Turn it up, wind it up, leave it one scene tonight. Look it up, roll it up, while we know the time. Don't ask me, don't need to know. Just moving along, better walk. I had a choice and pushed it aside. I had a choice, then I made it mine. Just in my closet, it's been a long while since we did a soiree. Alright, oh boy, you had me so long, so long. And that's not what's in that so long, so long. Got me feeling better, I'm off the clock. Who got the juice? Don't know, who knows. After this, I might not be solo, solo, solo.
Girl, me hear your solo now. Want to run the town? Let me change your mind. I can show you how. Baby girl, tell me what you need. You want to sip a liquor or we can smoke the tree? We can catch a movie or we can hit the beach. You know I'm not a saint, but I practice what I preach. Call him, say what goes around, it comes around. You're solo, but I hope you end the night with me. That's right.
Oh boy, you had me so long. That's not what's in this so long. Got me feeling better, I'm off the clock. Who got the juice? Don't know, who knows. After this, I might not be solo, solo, solo.
Everybody, welcome to the show, everybody. Welcome to the show. It is me, your boy, Rico No Suave. I am super happy to be back. Oh, my God. You know why, everybody? Today is a special day. And, you know, it's my birthday, everybody. It's my birthday. Let's go. Yes, it's my birthday, everybody. And, you know, I have to give it up to my crew because they brought in candy for me. And, you know, they just say, hey, we're not going to give you a cake, but we're going to have you eat candy during the show. So if you hear me smacking, it's okay. because I'm feeling really good and happy right now. I feel good and happy because it's my birthday. So, and I got Sour Patches. Sour Patches today, everyone. My birthday, I just want to tell everybody how happy I am because it is my birthday. And, you know, this year has its ups and has its downs. I think one thing about my birthday is, you know, people that I lost as friends and also loved ones to actually making progress in regards to things that I've done, you know, with NASCAR, actually helping my team that's actually here. I'm blessed to have my team that's here actually with me. My cooking show, Cooking with Rico show, Heart of Hollywood magazine as well too. And everyone, of course, still doing my teaching, my salsa classes, you know, here and there. But, you know, for the most part, you know, in my family, my loved ones, my mom, my dad, rest in peace, looking over me. And going to LA, you know, and, you know, a lot of things has actually been happening when I'm so blessed to actually have another birthday that I can actually say, man, you know, you have more ups than downs, but you have more love, if anything, than hate. And, you know, I think, you know, for me, it's really important, you know, for when you're actually celebrating your birthday to really reminisce on things that, you know, that you learn lessons from, but also as far as where people have congratulated you on doing great things, you know, for you and also for, you know, other people. And for me, of course, and helping others as well, too. So as I eat my candy, you know, I really love that I made it to another great birthday. And I'm ready to actually celebrate it with you guys as well, too. Now, you can give me a virtual drink. This is the only time I have to say on my birthday is when I get drunk. And when I say that's the only time when I really get drunk is because when I do get drunk, I get crazy. I ain't gonna lie. I mean, I do get crazy, you know, and I dance and, you know, people always say, Rico, do you even talk to yourself when you get drunk? I say, I don't know. I'm drunk. How am I supposed to know that? Right? How am I supposed to know if I get drunk and talk to myself, you know? But all of my people that actually see me drunk when I'm actually dancing and things like that, you know, they have a lot of stories to probably tell you in regards to how I am when I am drunk. So I'm super, super happy to celebrate this with you guys. Don't forget to share this video. Let everybody know, Rico No Suave. We celebrate my birthday today. All right, I got to introduce this gentleman. I got to introduce this guy because this guy, hey, this guy right here brings the energy. This guy brings the energy out of me, right? I'm telling you, when they call you two Pete's in a pod, everybody, this is exactly what I mean. Two Pete's in a pod. Me and this gentleman, I had a talk with him before, and I had to interview him as well, too. And when I tell you when it's about music, when I tell you about energy, when I tell you about having from, you know, 10,000 to 40,000 people as far as watching him and his family members going crazy over the music that he loves to play, I want you guys to stand up. If you're from Louisiana, stand up. If you're from Chicago, stand up. If you're from around the world, stand up, because I have none other than my man, Tyron Benoit. Let's go. Yeah. Tyron, what's up, Papa?
Are you ready? Here's my gift.
I can hear you.
Here's my gift.
Talk to me.
You say it's your birthday. It's my birthday too, yeah. You say it's your birthday. We're gonna have a good time. I'm glad it's your birthday.
Let's go.
Happy birthday to ya. Happy birthday, Rico.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you. I appreciate that, man. I really do. That's the way to start off a show, baby. That's the way to start off a show. Let's go.
We dress for the occasion. We just
Yes.
want the audience to show that we dress for the occasion. We're happy to be here. Love you, Rico. Thanks for having us back, and we're ready to go. Let's get it on.
Let's get it on, baby. Let's get it on. Hey, so, you know, Tyron, I want to, of course, big shout out to Marlene for actually having you here once again. I know when I said, hey, who should I have on my talk show? And I said, you know what? Forget about it. I'm going to have my man Tyron here as far as on the show. Sent her a message. She sent the message right back, less than 60 seconds. She's like, he said yes. I couldn't finish my story. I couldn't even finish my question.
Rico, she called me and she said, hey, Tyron, Rico would like to have you back for the, and I said, do it. I didn't even give her a chance to finish. Rico would like to, I say, okay, done, sign it, go, tell me when, I'm there, let's go. Brothers.
Man, that's hey, and that's the reason why I love that you're actually here, man. But let's get it on, man. Let's get it on. So, what was like growing up in a house with music? Talk to me about that.
It's a spiritual house. It's no different than a house that sings gospel. It's no different than a house that goes to church every Sunday. It is the house that goes to church every Sunday. It's a spiritual house. Music, as I told you in our last interview, is it's the language of the heavens. It's how the angels were able to communicate to God. Yes, and living in a house of music or a house with music somehow seems like you're always connected to the heavenly realm. And so that is what you yearn for as you get older, because it's a source that never leaves you and you never leave it. And it continues to call or beckon, pull on your heart. And it's hopefully what I give to my children and to anyone else that we come in contact with when we give it right back. It's a free language. It's just like you and I talking now.
Yes, sir.
And it's something. It demands the act of giving.
Yeah, the one thing about growing up in a house is knowing that. And I kind of asked a question before with someone else, and I said, "Did you wake up to music, and also did you go to sleep to music?" And that person said, "Yes." I'm gonna ask you the same question. Was it the same concept?
Yes. Maybe not always audible in a sense that you can hear someone playing.
Yeah.
But maybe in your ear, in your heart, or a melody that you reminded you of something, or again, what we talked about on our last interview. My grandpa, unbelievable musician. My brother, unbelievable musician. I mean, again, the family musicians. And even when the music isn't playing, you can still hear it. It's still ruminating. It's still swirling in your mind, in your soul, in your heart. It's what beckons me to write. It's not the music that I hear in terms of an audible sensory experience. It's the music that I hear in terms of a heartfelt experience. And that's the music that I try to write, what's coming out of me, not necessarily what's being inputted into me.
Right.
If that makes sense.
I like that because, when we talk about people that, we talk also about people that hum a lot. Like they're singing still in their heart, but they're like humming to a beat, right?
Your grandma did it all the time, right? My grandma did it all the time. They never stopped humming. They never stopped.
Never. I think that's the energy of happy people.
I think and I think it's resonating, right? What is the definition of something resonating with a sound? I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
It's resonating with music. So then music becomes, something that's created within, and that resonation is what carries out to others around you, whether it be in your household, in your community, at a concert, me and you over the podcast or what have you. I mean, it's resonating. That's the real art of music.
Growing up, when music was playing in your house, and you kind of said it kind of spiritually, right? Because it can be addictive, but it can also be a positive thing, towards your livelihood when you're ready to either clean the house, when you're ever studying, when you're actually practicing your own music. You're either watching TV, and sometimes they even watching TV and they got music playing in the kitchen, right? And we're going to get to the kitchen in a minute.
Yes. I love it.
Also when we talk about the type of music, Because, some people just have maybe two genres of music that they're used to growing up listening to. With you, what type of music was it like in the household of the Benoit family?
Like you, I'm born into a culture, Cuban music,
Yep.
Cajun music,
Yep.
that's prevalent in the area. It's
Yeah.
always here. My grandpa, again, was an unbelievable source of that Cajun culture
Yeah.
with fiddle and harmonica playing. But then beyond that, you grow beyond that. You go outside your own walls of your house, and you experience the world through radio, through TV, through this, through that. We've been blessed, Rico, because we grew up in generations of we've been exposed to so many styles of music, so many genres of music. It's an unbelievable thing. And when music impacts you and it resonates within you, you somehow are attenuated to all those different styles, to all those different genres. Maybe they don't always stick. Maybe they don't always align with you, but they do make an impact because they're always the same language. Much
Right.
in the same way that somebody could use some adverse language and it's a caustic to you, and then someone says something sweet, and it becomes something sweet to you. So music is the same way. And we've been blessed in my family with growing up with country, Cajun, rock and roll, Ray Charles, soul, Motown. I mean, there's so much. I'm so thankful that America, this country, has such a vast wealth of musical foundation. It's
Yeah.
really, really a blessing to us and to the world, to be honest with you.
I mean, I think for the most part, when we're talking about how different genres of music can be genres of music of culture, because each part of the music itself that you may listen to has a message. And also it resonates with different people of
Yes.
different cultures, right? Let me ask you this question. As a musician, as yourself, do you think that you can actually get a message out of music that's instrumental or just words alone?
Both, yes. Yes and yes.
Okay.
the, as you study music, the construct of music actually, in terms of it can be, it can be very overwhelming and it can be very complex. But at its simplest, it is meant to evoke emotion. The construct of chords, scales, they're meant to evoke certain emotions. And so, can you convey a message of emotion? Absolutely, with just an instrumental. And then, of course, when you add words and a message to that, something well written, or maybe just a few words, accented with the right chord structure or scale structure,
Yeah.
yes, you can bring someone to tears or make them laugh. Or Cajun music, just in its simplicity, in terms of its root chord and then an accent chord like a five, and most of the time it's played in the key of G, which is very happy sound. It's why Cajun music, as soon as you hear it, you just want to get up and dance. And there's a lot of that in Cuban music as well, brother.
Yes, of
There's
course.
as soon as the first note happens, it's like, oh no, I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm headed to the dance. I'm sorry. I got a date with the dance floor. I gotta go. That's a fact.
I mean, we of course we call it caliente, papa. We call it caliente, pero, but
That
when
means
you're
heat.
talking, huh?
That means heat, caliente. That means hot, baby.
And they can even throw another word and say picante, when they have the
Yes.
picante, that's a little spicy there. Cajun, when we talk about Cajun music, because it sounds so New Orleans. Like it sounds specifically just for New Orleans because of the food, right? But also because of the sound. I don't hear Cajun very often when it comes to genres of music. the background of Cajun and Louisiana, can you give us a brief synopsis in regards to, Cajun music? What is the feel behind it? Besides, I know you threw the Cuban in there. I appreciate that. But when you hear Cajun music, how does that differ from other sounds of genres of music?
Cajun, okay, so the Cajun culture is heralds from the Nova Scotia region, northern Canadian region, and settled in South Louisiana. And the music that they created is very synonymous with their culture. So when you say Cajun in New Orleans, I would say that that's kind of close, but Cajun is actually south of New Orleans.
Okay.
It's more synonymous with the French Creole or the French Cajun, the French Acadian culture that lives in southern Louisiana, actually south of New Orleans. The reason I attribute it to, or it's similar to Cuban music, is because what you find when you start to study folk music is that a lot of folk music is very similar, even though they're carried through different cultures.
Right.
They have lots of similarities in how they construct and play and convey their ideas. And so Cajun music became synonymous with that group of people that were living in South Louisiana, and they were rice farmers, they were fishermen, they were, cane farmers. They lived off the land. It was an agrarian lifestyle.
Yeah.
And music was part of their livelihood. It was the same thing. It was like the blues. It was like, again, like the Cuban culture, or even the Irish culture. It became synonymous with their expression of life, pain, love, happiness, all of it. But it takes on a very simplistic structure, but that structure conveys and carries through generations and generations and generations. Oral tradition, not much of it was written down.
Sure.
Most of the Cajun music has been conveyed through accordion, violin, or fiddle, harmonica, acoustic guitar.
Yeah.
Very simple, but it's the words or the lyrics of hardship, an agrarian life. It was a tough life.
Yeah.
Having to live off the land, the sufferings of love. They all sang about love and heartbreak.
Yeah.
They all sang about drinking too much and losing the old lady. It's amazing how many cultures sang about that.
I think that is so, it sounds like it could be Cajun blues, like when you hear about it because
There's
of that.
so many Rico, there's so many similarities when you really start to get to the root of it. There's so many similarities. It's what we were talking about on our last interview.
Yeah.
If we would really look at the things that bind us, then there's really nothing that separates us.
That's
and
right.
all of these ideas that we come up with for division, they're just totally dispelled or defeated when you get to the simplistic matters of what actually puts us together. Family, love, I mean, there's too many things that keep us together cross-culturally as a people, as humanity, that we should be willing to listen to these narratives that separate us. They just don't work in my mind.
Yeah, I'm a totally big fan of listening to different types of music and learning and understanding the history behind it, because myself as well, growing up and listening to different types of music, there's also other music that I have discovered. I'm like, whoa, where did that come from? Oh, I gotta get involved. It makes you want to get involved if you're a happy person, but also love to actually get involved into more into music, right? So I do have to go because they're going crazy in the comments right now. They're going crazy in the comments, and I gotta say what's up to them, right?
Do it. Happy birthday.
John T for Free says, "Hey, Rico No Suave, ready for the show? What's up, John T for Free?" Hey, Jose Cornier is another artist that I'm going to connect you both with. But Jose Cornier is Latin nominated, Grammy, and he is the bomb. Like on a guitar, papa. I got to connect you with him.
Let's go, Jose.
Let's go. Sarita Hello, Sarita. We got Jim that's checking in. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. John T, thank you for the birthday wishes again. We got Marlene says, happy birthday, wishing you the very best. Thank you, Marlene. Beatrice Davis is checking in. She says, happy birthday. I wish you all the best and much success. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Much love to you. Patty Escobar says, happy birthday, Rico. Thank you, Patty. Mark. Mark Jackson actually saw me when I was actually drunk at a club for my birthday. And he said we both have seen each other crazy when drunk.
I love it.
It's crazy. It's crazy. Donna Marie Bird, hello, checking in. Wendy Finn is checking in. She says, hey from NOLA. What's going on? Thank you so much for checking in. Yes. Thank you, Jose. And then, Wendy comes back and says, music is like gumbo. And Tyron sings a song. We make a good gumbo. That is mixing stuff and making taste sound good. Let's go. Let's
Amen.
go. Let's
Amen.
go.
Amen.
Come on.
Thank you, Wendy.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yes. Jose Cornelius says, living in Houston, I heard Cajun Zydeco. Is it Zydeco? Zydeco. Yeah, Zydeco music all the time. Went very well with the Cajun food. Yeah.
All spicy, baby. All spicy.
John T for Free says, thank you so much. He said he said, tell him the birthday song was the best. Thank you. Thank you.
I apologize, Rico. That was a surprise. I wasn't going to tell you about it. It was my birthday surprise for you, bro.
Much love, Papa. Much love. All day, every day. All right, cool. Let's get back into it. Thank you guys so much for actually tuning in. I appreciate you guys so much. And don't forget to share this video, man. Share it. Everybody should know about my man, Tyron Benoit is in the house. Well, he's in the house.
We're taking the house. We're burning the house.
Keeping it up, baby. Keeping it up. All right. Okay. So, before we take a quick break, about 8 minutes, before we take a break, everybody, I do want to talk about the music that you play, right? The music that you play is special, right? But I want the audience to know, what type of music do you play, and what instrument do you play, and why that instrument?
Inherently, I'm a rock and roll guy. It's what comes out of me. But again, it's based in a culture, or based in cultural music, folk music. So that sort of, if the industry has to label that, they would call that probably country rock. But if I had to describe myself and what I play, I would say it's rock, country, soul. Or it could be country rock soul, or soul country rock, or soul. Any way you take those three and move it around, I think you would hit the mark on what I try to do, or what comes from me naturally. I think as an artist, you have to find a way to be true, not to be popular. Being true is what the call of an artist is. You are a conduit to try to convey something.
Yeah.
And we don't always know what that is. It's sort of nefarious. It's sort of mysterious. But if you're true to what you are, those things come out. So I'm always writing what comes from the heart, and it always comes out country rock soul. I've always been a guitar player. I started on the guitar. It's how I learned music. It's where I learned music. The accordion actually came second as a burden, I think. I think God whispered the melodies of an accordion in my ear, burdened me with it. And I'm okay with that, because I carry my culture with me through that instrument.
Yeah.
Everybody plays guitar. The world is recognized by guitars, but not many maniacs have the curse to play an accordion.
Yeah.
And I carry it with me out of honor and respect for my culture. And that honor is conveyed to other cultures. It's what makes me an ambassador of culture,
Yeah.
because I know what that means. I know the importance of carrying that. Even in its simplistic form, it conveys something that, a guitar or a piano or those other instruments, maybe they just don't do it in terms of a cultural expression. So the accordion came second, but it came with a heavier burden. I also play, I can play some keys. I'm not great at keys, but I can bang them up. I can play bass. Not very proficient at drums, but yeah, guitar, accordion, and a keyboard's probably my three main instruments.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I like that. I like that. Now, because when playing, the guitar, there's the acoustic and the electric. Do you play them both?
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
Oh, well, I should. Yeah, of course. What you just played for me.
Yes, acoustic is a softer approach. Electric just gives you the juice and the fire. So there's more dynamics in an electric instrument because you have things that an acoustic instrument just can't give you what you get out of an electric.
Yeah.
I love the electric guitar, but I think it's just because it's what I played my whole career.
Okay.
Believe it or not, that I have a record that I recorded that's unreleased and probably going to be released here in 2024. And it's Tyron on an acoustic guitar. It was a great album. It was produced by Donnie Markowitz. It was made at Mid-City Records in Mid-City, New Orleans.
Okay.
I'm very proud of it. It's got some great songs on it, and it was Tyron on an acoustic. And that's what we did. We went at a different approach. And believe it or not, you can convey different emotions. We were talking about emotions in music earlier.
Yep.
And even in the different instrumentation, you can paint a different palette of emotions, and it's pretty wild. My first record, I did mostly accordion, just because I wanted to try to prove or make a statement of what you could actually do with a folk instrument. And the second album that I have coming out was with the acoustic, and the third that I already have written and yet to be recorded, but we're going to probably do that this year, 2024, is with the electric, baby. All sauce.
Man, let's go.
Just
Sauce,
hot
baby.
Sauce. Just sauce.
Sauce.
No meat, no rice, just sauce, baby.
I'll take a piece of candy to that.
Take some candy, because the candy's coming with sauce in 2024, Rico.
Oh, man. Oh, my God. I'm having a blast, man. I'm having such a blast. As far as with you, this is awesome, my man. This is awesome. And, when you talk about putting the sauce in, you also talked about a little bit about, the three kind of versions that you're putting together with country, rock, and soul. Man, sometimes it just have to come out natural for you to be able to do something like that. And then some people do read music of what somebody else is feeling. I feel yours is just natural, natural in general.
Yes, it's what comes out. It's just what I'm writing. That's how it comes out. The only reason it has to be labeled is because there's an industry out there that monetizes labeling. That's how they have to categorize you in order to know how to monetize it. And so, as an artist, you're just creating.
Yeah.
That's why I believe there's so many crossover artists now, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's just because so many people have been influenced by so many genres. It's like when it's their opportunity to create, they can't help it. But what's coming out naturally sounds, it pulls from this and it pulls from that and it pulls from this. So yeah, that's why you have so many. I believe that's why you have so many, crossover artists now. But the reality is, it's just that we've reached a generation that's been exposed to so many different styles of music and so many different genres that it's a gumbo. It's what Wendy said earlier. It's a
gumbo, baby.
There's no rules that say that you can't put chicken and sausage in a seafood gumbo. There's no rules.
There's no rules.
There's
and
no
trust
rules.
me, I love to cook. And there's no rules. There's no rules as long as it tastes good. That's all I got to say.
At the
Long
end
as
of
it
the
tastes
day,
good.
it's just everybody going, that's delicious. That's the only rule, right?
And if they not, I'm going home. I gotta go. Hey, Tyron, I gotta take a break. We gotta take a break.
It's going to break.
Everybody, you already know I got my man Tyron Benoit here with me on my birthday special on the Rico No Suave show. Hey, we'll be back in 30 seconds, everybody. We'll see you soon. Let's go.
Let's go.
Welcome back, everybody. You already know your boy Rico No Suave here with my man Tyron Benoit. Man, bro, I'm so happy to have you here, man.
Thanks for having me, dude. Again, happy birthday, bro.
Thank
Wish
you, man.
all the best in the future. You're doing a great job. I'm
Thank
so
you.
happy to
Thank
be
you.
here. I can't wait to continue working in the future.
Yes, sir.
I heard during the break, in case the audience didn't hear because of the break, by the way, that was an unbelievable little what you had in the middle right there for your show. It's unbelievable.
Thank you. Thank you, man. Appreciate that.
Just want to let the listening audience know that we just signed a 5-year contract for a cooking show with Tyron Benoit and Rico No Suave. I heard it on the break.
that must have been a birthday gift I didn't know about.
I heard we're going to be doing a cooking show. I just heard it. I'm sorry. Was that? I think that was it. Yes, we are live, right?
We are live, sir. We are super live, man. We are super live on
I
that.
got a feeling we're going to cook up some good things, dude.
Yeah, we are, man. We definitely. I mean, we definitely gonna do some great things
it.
together.
I know it.
We are. Let's get it back on, baby. Let's get it back on. So, let's talk about. You took a break from entertainment for a little bit, and you went into the Marines, the U.S. Marines. And during that time, during the Marines area, what was that life like? You know, during that time.
Well, let me be accurate. The Marines came before entertainment. It was actually before. But what was it like at that time? I mean,
Yes.
it was a serious time. It was a learning period in my life. I'm very thankful I had the opportunity to serve for this great country. I didn't realize that at the time, but having served, I think it's probably the best thing that anyone could do, especially for this country, the beacon of freedom around the world. I would never trade my experience. In fact, I would probably do it all over again. War is not fun. I did serve in Desert Storm. There are the consequences of battle or war are tough on anyone as a human being living together with all of us on this planet. It's an unnecessary consequence. But even having gone through that, I would say that I would do it again because I know that there's a greater good out there. And sometimes it goes through dark periods. But the Marine Corps taught me so much about myself, taught me so much about humanity. It's a tough subject, but at the same time, I would never change those chapters in my life, ever.
I think also when we talk about and one thing, and you know, people that serve, you know, in the military in general, I think, you know, for people that need to go to the military, and then also people that's curious in regards to what is it like to either travel or to find responsibilities within themselves. The one thing that I do see that a lot of people that do come out of the military, they're more disciplined.
Yes.
And they're more disciplined. They understand respect. They understand where you say, yes, sir, or even no, ma'am. You know, the littlest things goes a long way. And, it's so crazy that how things have changed during my time, where you have to say yes sir or no ma'am or thank you or yes ma'am. It's just some of those things that you have to do to be able to have that respect, and should come either learned, taught by the right person, or it can just come out naturally because it feels good.
Yes. Can I give you a quick story?
Yes, sir.
I went to a Caribbean island. I believe it was the island of St. Vincent.
Okay.
I was on vacation there. And as an American, we were looking for the customs office, and I walked up on a police officer. He was in uniform. And as an American, it's what we all take for granted. We just walk up, and the first thing I did was I said, "Hey, where's the customs office?" And Rico, he was stone-faced, as like I was looking at a statue. He wouldn't even move. And I said, "Hey, man, where's the customs office?" And he still wouldn't even move. He didn't even flinch. He just standing there. I said, "Hey, man." I was trying to like wake him up. And he turned around and he looked me dead in my eye and he said, "Good morning, sir." And I was like, "Oh, wow."
Oh, wow.
I said, "Good morning, sir." He goes, "There, now, how are you doing, sir?" I said, "I'm doing fine, sir. How are you doing?" He says, "Now, aren't we on a totally different footing now?" Customs office is about 2 blocks that way. Now, I walked away from that guy. I started crying. I did. I started to, because he struck me. He reminded me of something, or he showed me something. He showed me the simplicity and the importance of what it means to treat each other with dignity and respect long before you need, before you're servicing your needs.
Yeah.
Why didn't I say good morning first? Why did we pass up the simple greetings?
Yeah.
What happened to us that we just can't say good morning, sir, anymore? Listen, and I'll be honest with you, I've never forgotten that experience, which is why I'm telling it to you now. It's the same thing on what you just said. It should not take 4 years in the military to learn to say yes, sir, or no, sir. It's a matter of common dignity and respect at the simplest, at the most base level for each of us, for all of us.
Yeah.
That's irregardless of sex, or color, or creed, or country, or borders, or anything.
Yep.
All still the same here. We're all brothers and sisters.
Yeah.
And I've never given up, believe it or not, I've never given up the habit of, before I ever ask anything of anyone, to just trying to give them a greeting, hello, or something prior to. It's something that gentleman taught me that day, and I've never left it. It's never left me.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And I think, when you talk about something like that, you talk about where it takes one person to be able to change your ways for you to know that you go around and you get addicted to saying something good to people,
Yes.
all the time. You just feel good. At first, when I stepped into elevators at my job, I never said hello to anybody. I just get on the elevator, go to my floor, and that was good.
Yeah.
But now when I go to my elevators, and because I work for I work for a really big company, but it's almost as if you just say hello, how's it going, it brightens the person's day up. In general.
Rico, it changes the world.
Man.
It can change the world.
It's so easy.
When are we willing? When are we ready to change the world? It's not as difficult as we think. The news shows us all of these things. It shows us all of the stuff, all of the adversity, all of the things against us.
Yeah.
It really isn't that hard.
It's so easy. When I step on the stage and I say hello to everybody, it's like I'm greeting everybody all at the same time. So when I say hello, they come back and they say hello. And I'm like, it's good to hear from you. It's just so easy. It's so free, man.
How hard was that?
So easy.
Did it cost you anything?
It's free. It's free. Unless you want to give a donation, it's free.
The flip side of that coin, though, is
What's that?
If we don't pay, we're paying the cost now.
Yep.
Society and the problems that we have, we're paying the cost now.
Yep.
For generations not paying attention to one another, not saying hello, not talking, not communicating, not going across cultural lines and saying, hey, come on, what do you need? What's going on here? And now we're paying the price.
Yeah.
And now we're paying the price.
Yeah.
But we can still fix it. It's not like it can't be fixed.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, one thing that I will say before we take a quick break, but, you know, the one thing I have to say about hospitality, they always talk about the Southern hospitality.
Yes.
And, you know, the Southern hospitality has always been welcoming people.
Yes.
But I think you can always have that hospitality from the North, the South, the East, the West. That hospitality flows all the way through. But I think the reason why it stuck so much with the Southern hospitality is because people were just happy for you to come over and have a piece of pie, or someone just come over and have something to
comment
eat.
on that?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I come from the South, obviously. And I noticed that as well, Rico, when I've gone around the country, touring around the country, playing music. What is Southern hospitality? You know what it is? It's a mindset from the family. It's a family mindset. So Southern hospitality is not, it's beyond friendship. It's inviting you into a family unit. That's what I would think my opinion of Southern hospitality is. It comes from a mindset of a family.
Right.
You're not just coming here to just talk to me or we're going to have a sandwich together. No, come have a piece of pie, like you said. Come have a piece of pie with me. No, come into my family. Come into my home. Here's my wife. Here's my daughters. I'm introducing you to my family. I'm bringing you in because I trust you. You're coming in. I want you to be a part of this family experience.
That's right.
The hospitality experience is based on a culture of family.
Yes. Yes.
And we need to get back to that too. The American family is what's in crisis, or it is in crisis. I am a full supporter of mom, dad, aunt, uncle, nanny, grandpa. I'm a full supporter of all of them. Whether you like them or not. I know there's some family members out there you don't like them, but I'm telling you, you better love them. You better love them.
You can't help but to love them.
Absolutely. But yes, Southern hospitality extends from that, from the family unit. That I think that's the difference.
Yeah. And I think I love that piece because, you know, when people are being accepted into someone's home and they're not used to that type of home, when they come into something that's lively, that's festive, and, you know, they love people, you know, that's what makes it better. Right. Because they might come from an area where they don't have that type of character to be around.
That level of trust.
Mm-hmm.
That immediate, tangible level of trust.
Yeah.
Come into my home. I mean, there's no greater level of trust than opening someone's home to them and saying, come over and break bread with me. Sit down. Let's have dinner.
Yeah.
Which you and we got to do.
That's right. My man, Tyron, I got to take another break, but man, you sit back, enjoy this one because you know why? It's called NASCAR Moments, everybody. Yes, it's called NASCAR Moments. Let's go. Everybody, this is NASCAR Moments. You already know the Rico No Suave show is affiliated with the NASCAR, and we're so happy to be part of this family, but we're also so happy to be a part of the media for NASCAR. Yes, we're going around the world, baby. But this one here, we're taking you back to one of the great moments in regards to how things was actually started with NASCAR. So NASCAR made it official on February 15, 1948, when it ran for its first sanctioned points race in Daytona Beach. Yes, so in Daytona Beach, so check this out. 75 years ago, shortly after the end of World War II, NASCAR was in its infancy, one of the fledgling auto racing sanctioned bodies trying to establish itself. Organized by mechanic, driver, race promoter William H.G. France, a.k.a. Big Bill. Yeah, NASCAR Hall of Fame class of 2010 in a series of meetings at the Streamline Hotel in Daytona Beach in December 1947. NASCAR signed its first official race on. Then there was a 2.2 mile Daytona Beach road course on February 15th, 1948. The trophy. Now, there's a trophy that's involved in this. So the trophy from that race, known as the Bundles for Britain, was created by Big Bill in 1941 with the intentions of eventually awarding it to the first driver to win 3 consecutive season opening Daytona races. World War II delayed the possibility of a driver winning the trophy as there was no races on Daytona Beach between August 1941 and April 1946. Prior to the formation of NASCAR, Red Byron, class of 2018, won the 1946 and 47 beach races in a Ford coupe owned by the fellow Hall of Famer Raymond Parks, class of 2017. Byron then scored the 3-peat by winning the first NASCAR race in 1948. As you can see, this is Red Byron's trophy for winning the first NASCAR race in 1948. Is on display in Heritage Speedway at the NASCAR Hall of Fame. Photos, of course, we got to give big shout out to the photos of the NASCAR Archives and Research Center via Getty Images. So, wow. To be able to be part of this moment or just listen and reading about this is just amazing. So, as you can see, this cup right here, man, 1947, 1948 in that era. Wow. And then how they actually raced on the actual beach. So they actually have a NASCAR, of course, Hall of Fame where you can actually see all of the old school cars as well, to the race cars as well. Man, it's amazing. So you guys have to go to NASCAR, check out the history of NASCAR as well too, because I'm sure you guys are going to love it. So once again, that was the NASCAR moments. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get my man back.
Dude, that was awesome.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Those facts were just mind blowing. I mean, that's wild.
Crazy.
Racing on the beach. That was amazing.
Right?
Thank you.
Racing on the sand. You know what I mean? I'm like, racing on the sand is just...
Congratulations to you in NASCAR, dude. That's fantastic, man.
Thank you, man. Yeah. I appreciate that. We're down to our last few minutes of fame around here on the Rico No Suave show, birthday special, baby. So, we got to talk more on you, but I want you to summarize this because there was a performance that you did with your family and you thought it was only a certain amount of people and it wound up being even more than what was expected. Talk to the audience about that.
Are you from which performance are you talking about? Are you talking about Tab's Jazz Fest performance? Or are you talking about the performance that we just did at Bayou Arts Festival? I mean,
there was one that you did with your family. I think it was with your family that you did, and I think you were out on. I don't know if it was on the porch. I don't know if it was something as far as you did with.
I'll tell you that I can speak to this.
Okay.
Playing with my brother Tyron Benoit it's always a treasure. I mean, it builds memories. It's something that it's hard to just convey. It's hard to put a finger on it because it's not a tangible thing. But when you have family members playing music at that level, again, it's a spiritual thing. There's a level of communication that's happening that you hope for, you dream for, but you never really attain it. And then there are those moments that it becomes attainable or tangible.
Yeah.
Just recently in October, we played the Bayou Arts Festival, which is a local festival in my own hometown of Houma, Louisiana. Houma, Louisiana was devastated by Hurricane Ida. And Rico, I mean devastated. They're still rebuilding. There are probably some areas of Houma, lower lying Houma, that may never be rebuilt. Or I don't want to say never because I'm hopeful, but it may take another decade. And they have the resilience. These people, our people, still have the resilience of putting together festivals that show or display what are the great things about this community and what what keeps us together? Why do we keep rebuilding? Why are we still here? Well,
Right.
it's not about the infrastructure. It's not about the roads. It's not about the lights. It's not about any of that. It's about the people.
That's right.
And
That's right.
this was the first year of the Bayou Arts Festival coming together with the Voice of the Wetlands Festival. And it was only one day. I think the expectation was 4,000, maybe at most. There were over 12,000 people that showed up.
Wow.
I had the opportunity to finish the show with my brother Tab, myself, his son, Tab Jr.,
Yeah.
and my mom on stage
That's it.
for the finale of the show.
Yes.
12,000 people in our hometown blasting down Main Street. I don't even know how to describe that. I mean, it's hard to put together the words. It seemed like an unbelievable thing, and then you walk away from it, and it's even more unbelievable. And then here I am on the Rico No Suave show trying to describe it, and I'm still struggling to put together the words that could convey what that meant to me emotionally.
Yeah.
At the
Some of
end
the things, I think some of the things that, some of the words can't come out because the
No.
feeling about it is you can describe it, but sometimes you can't describe it. Sometimes you know what you want to say, but then you can't say it because there are certain things that just, it's just a prize, right? You keep within yourself and you're like, listen, if I can blurt it out right now, I would, right? But
It's
I think,
still
for the
bubbling.
most part, that's the way
It's
you
still-
are,
It was so surreal. It's
Yeah.
sort of still bubbling, I guess. And
Yeah.
maybe
Yeah.
if we're on that cooking show, maybe at the 5-year mark, I'll be able to describe it. Maybe 5 years from now, when we're making a chicken or something, I'll be able to tell you about it.
A Cajun chicken. Hey, I'll take another piece of candy for that.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
Hey,
I love it.
Tyron, we got to talk about your band. Tell me about your band. Tell the audience about your band. Tell me exactly where you guys been, where you guys been touring. Let them all know.
I'm going to say I'd like to put their names out there too. Randy Ellis is my guitar player. Jonathan Limjuko plays bass, and Stephen Randall on the drums. And we've been doing some really great things. We picked up 8 major festivals this past spring, and for 2024, we're already on line for the same number. So there's some great things that are happening for us. We're going to be out back on the road this spring. We're in festival season. We're going as far north again as Electric City, Washington. We'll be in the Colorado area. Del Norte, we have some great fans in Del Norte that we're going to be seeing again. Denver, Colorado, we're going back to the Little Bear, one of my favorite places to play.
Nice.
We're going to be playing the Beaver Creek Blues, Brews, and Barbecue Fest. I can announce that. That's fair to announce that now.
Nice.
We're going to be playing the Sunbanks Blues Fest. We're going to be playing, the Bex Fest in Rayson, Louisiana. We're going to be back at the Bayou Arts Festival. So there's so many good things. For me to go over the entire calendar with you, Rico, right now, I'd have to get my manager on the line because I can't. I don't have it all managed myself. But I have an unbelievable band, a great team of people behind me with Marlene and Marlene Palumbo with Indie Inc.
Yeah. Big shout out to Marlene.
Road Dog Touring, and David Campbell with GBC Tours. He's my tour manager. We have some unbelievable people behind this organization, and we're just continuing to grow. And it's because of places like you, or people like you, organizations like you, to give us the opportunity to reach the masses, to reach people, and just let them know we're not selling anything. We're not snake oil salesmen. We're like you. And we
That's
just
right.
want to come and show you what we have to offer, and that's it. We're very simple. We're here to say we love you, and we're here to connect and to spread positivity, light, and love. Amen.
Amen. When you say stuff like this, it makes me want to give you something. I know it's my birthday,
Yes.
but I'm still giving.
You love it.
And the one thing I'm going to give you is this. There's something called the Rico No Suave show shirt.
I dare you.
I'm giving this to you.
I dare you to send that to me.
I'm sending it to you.
I
FedEx.
dare you to do it because I'm not gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna save that for the cooking show.
Yes, sir. Let me tell you why you deserve this.
Thank
we
you, sir.
we talk about people that's gem of the world, right? We talk about people that does great things. But one thing about you is that you're humble in all phases. When it comes to actually growing up listening to music, also you were humble enough to be able to get disciplined when you was in the Marines. The other thing is that when you actually got on that stage as far as with your mom and also with your family members, you guys rocked it out to the fact of you being able to be about the people. It was about who you are and what you do for the people is what makes you deserve this shirt, but also deserve much more success as well too. You want people to have fun, but that's where your success is going to become because people are going to want to see you and the band members and understand what your vision is all about people so you can actually, of course, get that nomination out there for you to be the best that you can be. This shirt, welcome to the Rico No Suave show, family. Let's go.
Thank you, Rico.
Let's go.
It means the world to me. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Let's go.
I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to do with that shirt. I will send you the evidence of its travels.
Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
I will send
Hey,
you
I'm
the
super
evidence
happy,
of
man.
its travels. Amen. Thank you, sir. Happy birthday to you and me. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir. Happy birthday to you as well, too, sir. And check this out. I got to put up the social media for you because people need to know how to get to you, my man.
Thank you, sir.
Everybody you already know. You got to go to Instagram. Tyron Benoit Band, Instagram. Make sure you follow him, everybody. Do it right now. Yes, do it right now. Let's go. We got the next one. YouTube. You know, there's music. Make sure you go to his YouTube as well, too. Make sure you go to Tyron Benoit Band 8028. Let's go. Make sure you subscribe to his channel. And last but not least, if you can't find them nowhere else, where else can you find them? On the website, baby. Right. TyronBenoitBand.com. Put that www in front of that. Yes. So make sure you go and show him some love. If you contact them, don't spam them. Let them know that you saw him from the Rico No Suave show. Forget about it, huh? This is what we do. Yes, sir. Tyron, I had a great time with you on my show. Thank you for blessing me on my birthday, man. Thank you for being here on my show. I'm going to still have you hold on for a second, but everybody, put your hands together for none other than my man, Tyron Benoit. Let's go.
Awesome to be here. Thank you, Rico, and happy birthday. I wish you the best. All the best. God bless.
God bless. Thank you, sir. See you soon. All right, everybody, we got to get out of here. You already know. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself for this birthday special because you know I did. I had a blast. Let's go. I had a great time, everybody. And thanks to everybody, my producers, everybody that supported me and everybody that actually tuned in. I do got to give some shout outs. There is some people that was showing me some love. Pamela Adams Jones, thank you so much for actually saying happy birthday. And yes, I will let Tyron know that he needs to come to Dallas. Yes, we'll make sure that he comes to Dallas. And then, yes. And then, oh yeah, Wendy, I gotta ask him. He got to come back on the show. I have to make sure I ask him about the train. And thanks everybody for actually being on the show as far as with me for my birthday special. Everybody, super happy to actually have celebrated this 1 hour as far as with each and every one of you guys. We got to show our information as well too. So make sure you go to our website, www.riconosuaveshow.com. Make sure you go and follow us there and you'll see everything about us, even the archives. Here's the next one. Boom. Instagram. Hey, if you're on Instagram, if you're not, you should be. Go to Instagram at Rico No Suave Show. Make sure you go and follow us there. Here's the next one. Oh yeah, Rico No Suave Show on YouTube. Yes, on YouTube, everybody. Make sure you go to Rico No Suave Show on YouTube. Make sure you follow, like, and love everything we do. And then, of course, you know we got to subscribe. You got to subscribe. Just go ahead and subscribe right now. If you haven't done so, subscribe. Rico No Suave Show, YouTube. Yes, on YouTube, baby. Last but not least, it turns into a podcast. Mixcloud.com/Rico No Suave Show. Please make sure you go to there and follow us and then just do it. I mean, even if you just follow us and you never really go there, just do it. I mean, because we love you there anyways. Everybody, we got to get out of here, but I want to thank you guys so much for actually being on the show with us today. And thank you so much once again for the great birthday wishes. And I wish you all the best. Until everybody, I see you guys as we end off the show just like this. Let's go.